Welcome back to Peanut Garage, you filthy animals. Last episode, got to see the damage to the VY. I did film quite a bit of future upgrades already. I was going to chuck it in that one, but the episode was going to be like 30 minutes long and not many people watch it anyway, so trying to get some more content out there. So, stay tuned. Alright. I'm pulling everything out of the car because I got to go away to work for 3 weeks while this is at the shop. ECU is going to come out, IC7 is going to come out. Obviously the S1's still there, I haven't pulled the box yet. The engine box. Getting to it, it's a lot of work. For improvements though, I'm going to move the battery to behind this seat. More weight distribution, get some weight off the front end because this thing needs traction over the rear. With 265 street tyres, it is doing nothing but spinning. At 15 psi, I put too much horsepower in it. Is what it is. Power steering pump will stay where it is. The ACU sump is going to move from there to behind me. I know it's not great for power distribution, weight distribution from side to side, but if you come around here, we're going to move more weight to the rear, and we're going to go to a boot mounted rad. So we're going to chop up this radiator again. Good thing is it fits with the boot. I'm going to chop out the spare wheel well to allow more airflow. Already pulled the garnish out, number plate garnish out. I'm going to cut a big hole in there and cut a hole in the garnish. As you can see, I've already marked up the boot, and we're going to strengthen where the wing sits. We're going to put 2 big holes in it either side, put some mesh over it. We'll have to find some mild steel mesh or stainless mesh. Don't really want to run that aluminium cheap shit from Autobahn or Super Cheap or wherever you get it, because I just sold the whole heap and I don't like it. Good thing is I can reuse my overflow line. Pretty much there's a little hole in there. Just got to drill one more hole, bolt that straight up, bolt straight into there. Happy days, one win. I will have to move that fuse box. As you can see, it's just resting on there now. We will cut this off, throw it in the bin, cut this right off there, grind it up, weld a 90 this way, and weld a 90 that way. And we are going to run 2 hoses from where the battery is, half the reason why I'm moving the battery, and we're going to run straight through there in braid. I don't know about the rules. I've seen conflicting things where people have them covered, people don't have them covered. But considering that they've got a burst pressure of 2000 psi, like the radiator cap's rated for 14 psi. So yeah. Also started drilling holes for the second seat. I'll mount them up and they can go with the car. Second seat will not be getting in. It is currently sitting in the foyer of my shop. We're also going to get rid of that little keypad because it has actually failed internally. And for some reason it likes to turn the headlights, the high beams and the fans on at the same time. So we are going to go to an 8-button Haltech, and I'm probably going to mount it here. Mainly so I can reach. And then my hand won't be turning the power steering off while I'm trying to pull the e-brake, because I do believe I have that fixed now. And the good thing about this, I can just run it straight to the battery. Cut it. I will have to buy some more cable and do a negative, back up to the negative point, but oh well. I might even have some spare. I doubt it, but we'll see. Alright, I'll do some more work and then we'll get back. Overflow is mounted. Fuse box is relocated. Haven't run the new wires in it, I just wanted to run everything so it's in place. Get a bit of an idea. I am thinking about running these little C-flow fans, inline fans. As you can see, there's a bit of square aluminium there, which is the firewall. I've got one on each side. Thinking about plumbing that into the back windows and into the fans to give some more flow. We'll get back to that one. Rerouted the cables for the fuel pumps. Do have the water pump that I mounted still in here. Two of the holes actually line up, so I only got to drill another two from previous installation. When I was going to, before the crash, I was going to run a spray bar on the radiator and intercooler to keep them down in between runs, help cool them down. Just have a water tank sitting where that is. That might still be on the cards. Yes, the radiator is going to be in the way of filling the fuel tank. So, I'm going to build a bracket here with a filler neck. So basically, just a cap, go down into the tank. I'll build an outlet for the tank. I've got some stuff lying here. I was going to do that originally and put it here to make filling the tank easier, because it is a pain in the ass with the hole being all the way back there. But if I come out on an angle this way and come this way, I should be able to have a fill neck right there. And then with the water tank, can have one coming up here, or have the fuel tank here, water tank here. Just make one big aluminium plate, take it up, get some flexi fuel grade hose, look for the water. It's just water, so who gives a shit. I have to make a breather off it. I have got the plate that I was going to do that with, so if I do it, I've got most of it here. Yeah, anyway, we'll get back to it. So I've made up some brackets. I changed my mind on what I was going to do. That's 30 by 50 aluminium box section. So I've put a, I think it's 25-degree angle on the rad. Yeah, drilled some holes, welded it on. Only tacked it on for now to see if it's going to work. It's looking pretty good. This clears, this does not. But I've marked out the boot lid. I'm guessing it's hitting around here somewhere, judging by measurements. But we're going to put holes in there anyway, and most of the support's coming out for airflow. So no biggie. Tis what it is. Alright, more updates. Passenger seat is fully bolted in. Just showing you now. Pull it out so we can do the battery shortly. But the brackets are in. It's getting ready. You're coming out. And also finished up the mounting of the rear rad in. Turned out pretty good, and it's solid. Thing's actually flexing. There we go, zoom out. So yeah, plenty of room. Gonna look at doing the fuel neck thing soon. Pretty sure I got some 2-inch down at the shop. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of these fins are bent over, so I'll probably spend tonight straightening as many of those as I can. so we can get some flow through this. I'm actually really worried that this is going to be too small. But it did a real good job in the front of the car when it was working properly, with the fans working properly, which I did find out what that problem was. It was the little button, cheap eBay button pad. It has failed internally. And you turn one thing on and it shorts out shit, and yeah, so I was kept popping a small fuse, so I popped in a bigger fuse and it ended up running perfectly fine. But it had failed, and it would turn the headlights on and the high beams and the fans all at the same time. So we're actually going to upgrade to an 8-button Haltech keypad, make it nice and shiny. Alright, I'll pull that seat out and pull the battery out. Oh, I also did mock up the fans. Installed. Sort of. They're quite heavy. One-handed. Hand me swine. Alright, that's how it's going to look. Got a little pigtail from the front, so you can actually get little clip holders that hold these. So we'll probably just go right there. Yeah. And wire in that. Okie dokie, more work. See you soon. Bye. Alright. I've chopped 3 big holes in the boot lid. Surprisingly, the wing is still pretty sturdy, except for this point here. I'm going to drill, so that's all fiberglass there. I'm going to drill and countersink a bolt through there, and then we'll pick up 2 extra points. Instead of 4 points, it'll be 6 points that mount the wing. As you can see, we'll put another one over there. That should keep it from flopping around too much more. And we'll probably put a bit of flat bar straight through, so it helps. Alright, what I've done, mounted the radiator. It's in its spot. Order some more stuff on my way at work, but this thing's got a date with the frame machine very shortly. Off tomorrow. Before I head to work. Before I head to work tomorrow, I'm going to drop it off, and my friend Greg can work his magic. Still going to pull the ECU. Didn't get to mounting the battery tray, but the battery tray is done. I thought the bonnet was unscathed. There's one slight little ding right there. We'll get a hammer and dolly it out. When it gets back, probably give the bonnet a new paint job. I think I have. I just picked up some new cars, which you'll see in an episode shortly, which I should be able to replace this one, I hope. If not, I've got to track 2 down now, because it's missing one. I can't remember which one. And headlights and tail lights and all the other crap. I actually do have spare tail lights. Oh, yeah. Battery tray. That's the same one. Chopped off the mounts and welded on new mounts. And yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. As you've seen, we've got a bit of stuff going on with this one. Also going to be upgrading the diff and the clutch. I smoked the clutch a little while ago. Also, the diff is starting to clunk from Gladstone, and it started leaking oil. I didn't realise it was the diff. I thought it was the gearbox. The gearbox also started leaking oil due to the car park at Gladstone. But we'll dive in that in another episode. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Be good or be good at it. See ya.